Okay, so starting today's practice, you might like to take a deep sigh. Just let your whole body be heavy. You might press through the back of the skull, just tuck your chin in a little so the neck is long. Press down through the toes and the feet. Just get a sense for your spine. You might like to curl it up, roll the pelvic bone forward, and then roll it back and feel the spine flatten. So we're going to start today's practice, maybe a few minutes only. Some people do this for half an hour at a time, but we'll just do a few minutes of setting up in our sleeping tiger shape. So effectively, we're just going to flatten the spine, float both the legs up. Just notice when you do this, you're engaging these core abdominal muscles, these muscles we use in a Pilates practice. So once your legs are up, draw the knees towards each other and then float your hands up. So we want our feet to be pointing towards the wall, or flat of our feet pointing towards the wall, and the flat of our hands pointing towards the ceiling. We want our shoulders stacked over or our wrists stacked over our shoulders, and our knees stacked over our hips. Once you find this shape, just take a deep sigh and notice if there's any tension around your spine. Take as much time as you need to get set up. And once you're in this shape, you might like to just focus on your breath. Breath in and breath out. Breath in and breath out. Wherever your mind is, just invite it back into the body, to the next breath. You might just start to notice where the sensation is in the body. It might be in the thighs, might be in the shoulders. Just take your attention to wherever the sensation is, just follow it. You might start to hear a lot of volume from your mind that you need to move. Just notice when that happens too, and maybe take another breath. You don't always have to run from something that is uncomfortable. Just notice what happens when you sit with that discomfort just for a little longer. Of course, you're very welcome to come out of the shape whenever you like. Even though we're entirely still, there's so much going on right now. We might take 5 more breaths. When you're ready, just slowly bring your arms down, bring your legs down. And you might like to hug them in. Let's go from our sleeping tiger to some hundreds. This classic Pilates exercise from the Contrology book, written by Joseph Pilates. And we're going to start in a semi-supine position, feet on the ground, arms down by the side, pressing into the feet and activating the thighs, the adductor muscles, so they draw towards each other. We're going to just very slowly take a breath in. And as we sigh out, lift the head, neck, and shoulders just a little off the ground, keeping the arms steady. We're going to pulse. So you might like to breathe in for 10 pulses. Breathe out for 10. Let the head be heavy, let the shoulders be heavy. People like to count. I like to just follow my breath. You might like to just drop down at the end of your next out breath. Just have a little break for a moment or two. When you're ready, take a new breath in. Sighing out, float the head, neck, and shoulders up and start our second set. And at the end of your breath, drop down, have another little break. And then we'll do one more set in this position. Lifting, taking a breath in. Lifting the head. And last set. And when you're ready, bring down. You might like to bring the knees in again. Right, we're not quite done with our hundreds. We're going to change shape this time, keeping our legs up in the air, just like we were with our sleeping tiger. Thighs growing together. When you're ready, take a breath in. Flatten through the lower back, through the spine. Sigh out, lift the head, and let's do a set in this shape. Keep that head heavy, no tension on the neck. You might like to focus on your lumbar spine, your lower back pressing down into the ground, feeling the support of the ground. And when you're ready, let's take a little rest. All right, last one, I promise. This time we're going to straighten our legs. You might like to have your legs up high, a little lower is trickier. Take a breath in. And as you sigh out, lift the head, final set. Keep the legs and feet together. If you want to challenge yourself, you might drop the legs a little lower, maybe. One more breath. And let it go. All right, let's bring our feet back down. We're going to do some bridges. Let's bring arms down by the side, spine flat. Reach your fingers towards your heels and just create a long length through the neck. So shoulders and ears are a long way apart. Let's take a breath in. As we sigh out, press through the feet, curl the spine off the mat. Inhale, rolling down. Let's get a little bit of a rhythm here, moving with each breath. See if you can find each vertebrae of your spine. Work our leg muscles a bit more. Testing into the balance from side to side. Next time our tailbone comes up, just hold it there. We'll extend the right leg up. Take a breath. Sigh out, curl down. Inhale to bring that leg down. And then exhale to curl back up. When the next breath comes, switch sides. Lift the left leg up. Sigh out, curl down. New breath, the leg comes down. And then sigh out and curl the tailbone up. Keep going side to side in this shape. Try and use control, key part of Pilates, precision. So we're not just flopping our leg down, we're moving with each breath. Don't have to rush to the next thing. Let's do one more each side. Time as we curl the spine up. Take a new breath, lift our arms overhead. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, bring the arms back. And exhale, curl up. Keep following that pattern. If you lose your breath, you're sighing out when you're moving your spine. You're inhaling when you're moving your arms. All right, next time we come back down, let's wrap the arms around. We're going to take our hands behind our head. Keep the legs in the air. Just drop the head down into the hands. Take the knees above the hips. Let's take a breath in. As we sigh out, lift the head. We're going to draw the elbow towards the knee. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, extend the leg. Try and look the head back towards the opposite elbow. So we're turning, we're twisting. Head stays heavy in the hands. Take a break if you need to at any point. One more time, each side. And we'll bring the head down, draw the knees in. Core abdominals are working hard. All right, let's do one more for that same part of the body. This time we're just going to start exactly where we are with the breath in. And as we sigh out, let's take a kind of lying down star jump every direction. Inhale, curl everything in. Exhale, open out. See if you can notice what's happening with your spine. Spine should stay heavy. Now let's just take arms and legs long. Spine stays heavy. Three more times. And let's go all the way down. Just let your whole body be heavy. You might like to wobble a little side to side. Deep sigh. All right, we're going to stay on our glutes for a moment more. Let's take our left foot over our right knee and keeping your spine heavy, just take that foot off the floor and without lifting your spine or lifting your head, find the leg. So you might just be at your thigh. You might have your hands behind the leg. Most important thing is to keep your upper body muscles relaxed, shoulders relaxed, jaw relaxed. Hopefully you're feeling a strong sensation in the glute muscle on the left. Take a few breaths here. And you let go of the arms, let go of any tension in the shoulders. Right, leaving our leg up in the air, we're going to extend our arms wide and heavy. And take a breath in. Let's roll the knees across. Use your out breath to sigh and take them as far across as they want to go. And if it feels good, leaving your head on the ground, you might even turn and look in the opposite direction, just deepening the spinal twist. Deep sigh. Let's Let's roll onto the spine. We're going to untangle the legs and we'll switch to the other side. Take your time setting up. Just like before, keeping your tailbone, your head on the ground, lift the foot off the ground and just let the hands come up to meet. Don't need to pull the leg in. This is a deep stretch without using any of your upper body. Draw the knee in as far as it wants to come. Draw it in even closer if you want to go deeper into the stretch. Soften the jaw, soften the face. When you're ready, letting go of the leg. Leave it up where it is. Extend your arms wide. Take a breath. And then when you're ready, let's take those knees across again. Let the body ease into it. Head stays heavy, shoulders stay heavy. If it feels good, you might roll, keeping the neck on the ground or keeping the head heavy. And let's extend and unwind the legs. We'll extend out. You might like to take a few angel wings, just reaching the arms above and all the way out. The palms to face up and then face down. Take the arms up above the head. We're just going to roll onto our belly. And we'll bring the arms down by the side of the body. Draw the legs together. Let's take a breath in. See if we can lift head, neck, and shoulders and feet off the ground. So maybe only small points of contact in the middle of the body. Draw the arms in, draw the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can keep breathing, belly pressing into the mat. Maybe one more breath. And then we'll come all the way down. One more time, breathing in to prepare. Sighing out, lifting, drawing everything in. Thighs in, calves in, heels in. Feel like your whole body is an arrow. Keep breathing, keep feeling that spine rise and fall as belly presses into the mat and you breathe in. And then letting go. One more breath. And we'll sigh out and sink down. Let's bring our hands into a cactus shape. Elbows wide, shoulders heavy. We're going to lift just our right leg up, straight up behind the body. Keep the upper body on the ground, just the leg lifts up. And then bring it down. And now the left leg, lift it up. And bring it down. So upper body is heavy, just the leg is coming up. Alternate side to side. You might like to sigh out as you lift the leg. Inhale as you bring it down with control. Do one more each side. Right, you might to lift your head up so your neck is long. Same movement, but this time we're going to add a twist in. Take the foot across the body. You might tap it down onto the ground and then roll back onto the belly. And then the other side, lift the leg up, roll across, tap on the ground. Just let your body sigh out as you twist. Explore where your foot wants to end up. It might tap closer to the foot. You might bend the knee and tap closer to the hip. Explore the spine. Let your body sigh out as you twist. Easing into the movement. One more each side. We'll come back and just take a moment lying down, just letting everything be heavy. Maybe a little wobble side to side. Let's bring our hands under the armpits. Keep the elbows close to the ribs. We're going to take a breath in and then sigh out, lift up. Head, neck, and shoulders come up. Just a baby cobra. Inhale, rolling down. Exhale, lifting. Maybe two more times. Draw the thighs together. And let's come all the way down. Wobble it out. We're going to come onto our side body now.
I'm just doing my Pilates class.
Stack the hips, knees, feet. Extend the arms in front. And just take a deep breath in. As you sigh out, roll the hand across the body. Keep the head heavy. Let the body unwind. Deep breath in as we reach up high. Take our hand all the way over. And then letting go. One more time. Let's take our arm, lower arm underneath the head now. Just rest the head on it. We'll take some big circles. Letting the arm be as heavy as you can. You might like to rotate the wrist. Maybe changing directions. Switch to the other side. You might like to just roll onto your other side, or let's lift up and switch sides. Give yourself as much time as you need to set up. Drawing the knees up, stacking the body, stacking the arms, the legs. Keep the head heavy, taking a breath in and then sighing out, rolling, opening. This deep connection to the ground. Next time we bring our arm back over, just hold it there. We'll take our lower arm underneath us. Let's give our head a little bit of a pillow and then big circles, keeping the knees stacked. Keeping the lower body heavy. Changing directions. You ready? Just press underneath the shoulders, slowly come back up. Take all the time you need. You might like to just scan the body, notice how fluid you feel. Notice that something is shifted, something is moved. Let's bring our palms together, create last little bit of heat. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Just a moment to acknowledge our effort in choosing a practice on this day. And then we'll send that gratitude to each other with a bow.